Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you here on such a beautiful day. Isn't it great to see the sun again? We value the rain, but it's lovely to have a beautiful sunny day to drive out in this morning. We hope you're going to enjoy our program. We've got a variety of things this morning, from our Mother's Day songs through to our Seekers songs, and taking you through to that area. So we've got lots of lovely things to do. We welcome our folk from on Facebook and on YouTube, from near and far, listening in to us, and we hope you enjoy the program too. I'll hand over now to Trevor, our very capable MC. Thank you, Trev.
Well, I like that, very capable, but we'll give it our best shot. Thank you, Shirley. But folks, most certainly welcome to our presentation this morning from the Johnson River Singers. As we've told you before, we're a bunch of amateurs, absolute amateurs, but we like singing and we like being in a group and we like each other's company. But also we like presenting to you a program that Shirley has prepared for us, of course, and bring it to you, and we will bring it to you as best we can. But first of all, as Shirley said, we have a group of relating to Mother's Day, which was a couple of months ago now. It's hard to believe it, you know, now we're in the middle of June, almost heading towards the end of June, so don't forget, folks, pay your tax. I need you to pay my tax. So after that we have another group of songs, and the third group is a group of Seekers that you will well and truly remember. But it's amazing to me that with a lot of songs, somebody's pretty quiet, with a lot of songs there is so much romance in them. But I'm sorry fellas, that I don't mean to tell you what to do when you go home today, you know, to cook tea tonight or put a rose on the table or whatever, but you've got to reflect on the fact that so much romance, what have we missed? Yes, or have we missed? So much romance in the old songs that we had, which is nothing compared to what we have today. So we're the lucky ones, I think. We've had the music, we've had the good times, but also on a day like today, we have the good times where we can share it with Shirley, and Shirley can bring her expertise on the piano and on those, rattle those keys there for us and for you. Thank you, Shirley. So, folks, I would like to have the group upstanding as we bring the first group of songs, and the first one will be, Believe It or Not, You Will Never Grow Old. Number 2, I Love the Sunshine of Your Smile. Next one is Memories. Whatever will be, will be. Memories are made of this. Now, just because we are up here bringing the songs and the music to you, doesn't mean to say that you can't return it. You can sing back to us, that's fine. And if you feel inclined, please feel free to come and join us. No problem whatsoever. We appreciate that. So, folks, over to you, Shirley. Thank you very much indeed.
You of love so true. More the
don't see any extra volunteers up here. What's going on? We'll give you time. Okay, we've got a couple more rounds to go. So now, folks, we are going to be entertained by Shirley, who's going to bring you some stories and some jokes and a poem, no doubt. But I don't know where she keeps all this stuff. She must have. She's got a nice little home over Cullinane, but I don't know how many rooms she's got stored with music and with stories and all these little stories that she comes out with and jokes. Must be an absolute room full. But she keeps on bringing them, and we enjoy them. So hopefully you will enjoy them as well. Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you, Trevor. Wasn't the group wonderful? You know, I can put a program together, but it's dead until somebody brings it alive. And this group is such a wonderful group of volunteers. They give their time, and they just come along and are so happy to be here to give pleasure to you, and they enjoy it themselves. So it's lovely to have everybody here. Where am I? Oh, here I am. This a lady's high school assignment was to ask a veteran about World War II. She said, since my father had served during the war, I chose him. So after a few basic questions about his training, I gingerly asked, Dad, did you ever kill anyone? Dad got very quiet. Then in a soft voice he said, probably. I was the cook. This one said, I see people my age getting married to people they've only known for about 6 months. Is that enough time to get to know someone? Enough to know you want to spend the rest of your life with them? I've had sweaters for over 6 months and then thought, what the heck was I doing with this sweater? I don't like it anymore. A doctor answered the phone and heard the voice of a colleague on the other end of the line. We need a 4th for a hand of cards. I'll be right over, the doctor said. As he was putting on his coat, his wife asked, is it serious, dear? Oh yes, the doctor answered gravely. In fact, there's 3 doctors there already. A teacher is getting to know her new pupils on the first day of school. She turns to one little girl and says, and what does your daddy do? Whatever Mummy tells him, she said. During a driving lesson, the driving instructor commented that he was seeing spots before his eyes. Deeply concerned, she told him how her father had suffered a detached retina a few years earlier and had complained of similar symptoms. This is really serious, she said. You must see a doctor immediately. Or you could just turn the windscreen wipers on, said the driving instructor. A man goes to the doctor and complains that his wife can't hear him. How bad is it? The doctor asked. I've no idea, said the man. Well, please test her. Stand 20 feet away from her and say something. If she doesn't hear you, get closer and say it again. Keep moving and repeat the same comment until she hears you. We'll then have an idea of her hearing loss. So the man goes home and sees his wife in the kitchen chopping up the vegetables for dinner. From 20 feet he says, what are we having for dinner? No answer. From 10 feet he asks the same question. And from 5 feet, from standing right behind her, what's for dinner? She turns round, looks at him with a scowl and says, for the 4th time, beef stew. Yes, who's deaf? And I couldn't let Mother's Day go past because it has been since we had our last concert. There's a little boy walked into the kitchen one evening while his mother was preparing dinner. He handed his mum a piece of paper that he'd been writing on, and after wiping her hands on her apron, the little boy's mother read it, and this is what it said. For mowing the grass, $5. For making my own bed this week, $1. For going to the shop, 50 cents. For playing with baby brother, 25 cents. For taking out the rubbish, $1. For raking the yard, $2. The boy's mother looked at her son, standing there expectantly, and 1,000 memories flashed through her mind. The boy's mother picked up a piece of paper and turned it over and started writing. For the 9 months I carried you in growing inside me, no charge. For the nights I sat up with you, doctored you, prayed for you, no charge. For the time and the tears and the costs through the years, no charge. For advice and the knowledge and the cost of your college, no charge. Son, when you add it all up, the full cost of my love is no charge. When the boy finished reading this, he had big tears in his eyes. He looked up at his mother and told her how much he loved her. Then he took the pen and in great big letters he wrote, paid in full. And this is an old favourite that I learnt in primary school, and I think that some of you may have learnt it there too. It's called Somebody's Mother. The woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of a winter's day. The streets were white with the recent snow, and the woman's feet with age were slow. At the crowded crossing she waited long, jostled aside by the careless throng of human beings who passed her by, unheeding the glances of her anxious eye. Down the street with laughter and shout came the children of school let out. Come, baby boys, come, happy boys, like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. None offered a helping hand to her, so weak, so timid, afraid to stir lest the carriage wheels and the horses' feet would trample her down in the busy street. At last came out of the merry troop the gayest laddie of all the group. He paused beside her and whispered low, I'll help you across if you wish to go. Her aged hand on his young strong arm she placed. He guided and so without hurt or harm, he guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own were young and strong. Then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content. She's somebody's mother, boys, you know, for all she's aged and poor and slow. And someone sometime might lend a hand to help my mother, you understand, if ever she's poor and old and grey, and her own dear boy is far away. Somebody's mother bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, be kind to that noble boy who is somebody's pride and son and joy. Faint was the voice, worn and weak, but heaven listens when its chosen speak, and angels caught the faltering word, and somebody's mother's prayer was heard. Thank you.
Rings a few stories, that one, doesn't it? Rings a few bells, all right. So, folks, I guess one of the things with our group is that we're very fortunate that we have some people who are prepared and gang enough and have a voice beautiful enough and strong enough to get up and bring us a solo. But today we have three in our midst that are going to do that for you. But first of all, at this stage, I would like to introduce our fearless leader, I guess, as far as age is concerned. He's mid-90s, and he still has the power in that voice to bring it to us and bring it to you. So, folks, Max is going to bring you Wandering the King's Highway.
Thank you, Trevor. That's a wonderful introduction. I'll try to live up to it. A few of you might be old enough to remember a wonderful bass baritone voice from Australia, a man called Peter Dawson, and I'm going to try and sing one of his songs that was made popular by him in the mid-30s and is called Wandering the King's Highway. Whenever you're ready, Stuart. Thanks. I've always been a rover, summer and winter too, wandering the wide world over, when I journey. But when I start my journey at the dawn of another day, I give a health to comrades, pals of the great highway. So long to you, gotta be on the road again. So long to you, gotta hitch up my load again. It's been great to meet you here, right good company and right good cheer. Now then, my lad, what about coming along with me? I want this life is free. I can say night and day, nothing ever worries me. Nights are cold, maybe I am growing old. Yet I'll thrive, and the pals I meet make it good to be alive. Looking out the future, I wonder what is true. When I go, rain or snow, nothing ever worries me. Parting is filled with sorrow, but as I roam the land, I shall meet again to borrow friends who have lost my hand. So with the dawn to greet me, as the darkness is turned to day, I and my friendly company start out along our way. So long to you, gotta be on the road again. So long to you, gotta hitch up my load a bit. It's been great to meet you here, right good company and right good cheer. Anyone like to come with me? I wonder if life is free. I can say night and day, nothing ever worries me. Nights are cold, maybe I am growing old. Yet I thrive,
obviously appreciated. So folks, this is it. Countdown time. Competition. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I've said before, the ladies are going to bring you a song entitled Emerald City. You're supposed to applause afterwards, but keep it pretty low key. And after that, full of gusto, us guys are going to bring you something too. But then I want to hear plenty of applause, you know. It's not one-sided, everything's under control. So folks, ladies, your turn. Pretty good, I'll give the audience 9 out of 10 for that. What a sweet sound. You know, it's amazing that one voice cannot be real crash hot, but you put a group of voices together and it's just so beautiful. And I think that's one of the wonderful things with the choir. You've got such a range of voices and ability, and what a beautiful sound. So folks, I don't wish to embarrass anybody or embarrass the gentlemen of this program, but guys, we're on.
Stay there, Max.
Stand up, Max. Stand there.
Let's get a grip here somewhere. Work it out. It was a half circle.
We thought.
Yeah, we get a bit close.
No book.
No right there.
It's all in memory, mate.
Coming in the book. Okay, all right. Right, we're going to sing a spiritual, lots of clapping. That's what I hear from the audience. Called "We Will Not Be Moved." 1, 2, 3. On our way to
heaven, we shall not be moved. We're on our way to heaven, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water's side, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water's side, we shall not be moved. We're brothers together, we shall not be moved. We're brothers together, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water's side, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the water's side, we shall not be moved. Hooray!
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, fellas. But I think we might declare that as a dead hit, a tie.
Cool.
Safety, mate, safety. Now, folks, as I say, we're fortunate that we have people who are prepared to bring us a solo. We have age group. We're not all 95, but we have one special person 95, as in Max. And we have others that are on the way. And we also have one that's, we're proud to say she's the youngest one of our group, and that is Hope. So Hope is going to now bring us a song, and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That one, fellas. So, folks, we now move over to the segment over here where Ukes United are going to bring you a couple of items. And unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, of course, as per usual, when you have a program, there is somebody who can't attend, or somebody who's away, or touring around the world or the countryside. So they might be down in a couple of numbers, but I'm sure that they will bring whatever they can and bring their best to us for this time anyhow. Okay.
Our first song is Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? This one is Dream a Little Dream.
Shining bright above you. Night breezes whisper, whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Saying nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me while dream a little dream of me. Love fading, but I linger on thee, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, just saying this. Sweet dreams of something fun. Sweet dreams that leave a worries behind you. Hide in your dreams, whatever they be. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
I'm a bit interested with that segment there, because I'm glad that they didn't have it the other way around, really, because Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, I might be going to go home if I didn't say the right thing. But I can still dream, so that's fine. So folks, we again are being blessed by a beautiful voice. Mr. Mike Keating is going to bring us a song. And as soon as I get this, I'll tell you what it is. It's Born Free. So it's something that you're familiar with, something you know from way back. And I'm sure that you will enjoy Mike's presentation.
Born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, born free to follow your heart. Live free and beauty surround you, the world will astound you as love together start. Stay free where no walls divide you. You're free as the roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living as you're born free. Stay free where no walls divide you. You're free as the roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living as you're born free.
Thank you, Mike. Well done. That's that familiar old song, so I can just remember those lions and those colours. So, folks, we're going to entertain you again now by our Group 2 bracket, and it's Catch a Falling Star on top of the world, let the rest of the world go by, and it's a small, small world. But before we do that, it is a small world. So, where are you from? Some people are from maybe Babinda. Anybody from Babinda? You can admit it. I know there were some from Branson Beach. Hello, we've got a bit of power there. What about Wangan? Oh, we've got a couple. Beautiful, beautiful. South Johnson. Love it, love it. What about Boogan? Marillion. Ah. What Caroline Beach. Caroline Beach. What about Silverwood? Oh, quite on the western front. Bena Creek. Yeah. Then we'll go down further down the road and we'll find Alarish. We'll find Mission Beach. Tully. Yes, good. Well done. Well done. Anywhere else you would like to admit where you're from? Meridian Harbour. Okay, Meridian Harbour. Meridian. Yep. Well, there we go. How about that? Port Macquarie, Cloncurry. Sorry? Old Spa. Well, near Taree, okay. Well, welcome to Innisfail, of all places. It's certainly wonderful. You picked the right weather. Maybe you brought that weather for us, so thank you very much indeed. From Perth. Perth. Folks, I think that we can say we are really blessed by having the presence of people from not only out of town but out of state, but even so within Australia. Sorry?
Melbourne, Tassie.
Melbourne.
Melbourne here.
Where's Melbourne? Tasmania. You know, so we did go overseas, so we're doing fine. But it's wonderful to think and to see that we have such a diverse range of people and people are coming to our program. And I think that's really, really encouraging for us. So thank you very much indeed for your presence here today. Thank you for coming and visiting Innisfail. We just hope and pray that your stay here will be absolutely most enjoyable. So folks, with those words, it's your turn. Group 2. Catch a falling star on top of the world, let the rest of the world go by, and again, it's a small, small world.
Just keep
to take 6 weeks or 8 weeks by ship to come from England to Australia. Now within a matter of a day, you can be around the world. It's certainly changed things, and technology is changing things. But our ability to do things this day and age is absolutely phenomenal, absolutely fascinating. But it's also, by the same token, quite scary. When it comes to technology, I'm terrified. It's not my scene at all, but this time, Shirley is going to bring us again some more stories that hopefully we can find a bit of laughter and a bit of joy. So Shirley, yours again, will you?
Thank you, Trevor. While cruising at 40,000 feet, the aeroplane shuddered, and Mr. Benson looked out the window. "Good gracious," he screamed, "one of the engines just blew up." Other passengers left their seats and went running over. Suddenly the aircraft was rocked by a second explosion, as yet another engine exploded on the other side. Passengers were in a panic now, and even the stewardesses couldn't maintain order. Just then, standing tall and smiling confidently, the pilot strode from the cockpit and assured everyone there was nothing to worry about. His words and his demeanour made most of the passengers feel better, and they sat down again as the pilot calmly walked to the door of the aircraft. There he grabbed several packages from under the seats and began handing them to the flight attendants. Each crew member attached the package to their backs. "Say," spoke up an alert passenger, "aren't those parachutes?" The pilot said they were. The passenger went on, "But I thought you said there was nothing to worry about." "There isn't," replied the pilot as a third engine exploded. "We're going off to get help." When my aunt reversed the family van into the garage, she knocked off a side mirror. When her husband came home, she said, "Someone hit the van while I was shopping at the mall. Whoever did it didn't even leave a note. Can you imagine the nerve of it all?" "Well," said her husband, "the guy had more nerve than you, I think, because he must have followed you home, because he put the broken glass in our garage." Reluctant to pay $25 to have one of her husband's old seats dry cleaned, she donated it to the local charity shop. Imagine her surprise when she spotted it in the window a few days later, all spruced up and labelled a star item. Unable to resist a bargain, she hurried inside and was more than happy to buy it back for $10. An old Italian man lived in the country. He wanted to dig his tomato garden, but it was very hard work as the ground was hard. His only son, Vincent, who used to help him, was in prison. So the old man wrote a letter to his son and explained the problem. "Dear Vinny, I'm feeling pretty bad because it looks as though I won't be able to plant my tomato garden this year. I'm getting too old to be digging up a garden plot. Now, if you were here, all my troubles would be over. I know you would dig the plot for me. Love, Dad." A few days later, he received a letter from his son. "Dear Dad, not for nothing. Don't dig up that garden. That's where I bury the bodies. Love, Vinny." At 4 a.m. the next morning, the police arrived and dug up the entire area without finding any bodies. They apologised to the old man and left. That same day, the old man received another letter from his son. "Dear Dad, go ahead and plant the tomatoes now. That's the best I could do under the circumstances." An oldie but a goodie. A man walked into a bank in the city centre and asked the bank manager for a loan of $4,000. "Well, before you lend you money. We're going to need some kind of security, the bank teller said. No problem, the man responded. Here are the keys to my car. It's a black Porsche parked in the back of the bank's parking lot. A few weeks later, the man returned to pay off his loan. While he was paying it, along with the interest of $20, the manager came over. Sir, we're very happy to have your business, but if you don't mind me asking, after you left, we looked into your finances and found out that you are a millionaire in your own right. Why would you want to borrow $4,000? Well, it's quite simple, the man responded. Where else can I park my car for 3 straight weeks in the city centre for only $20? An atheist saved all his money and went to Africa on safari. As he was walking through the bush, a lion jumped into his path. The man turned to run, but tripped over a root and went sprawling. And in seconds, the lion stood over him. "Oh God!" cried the atheist. At that instant, the lion froze. The surrounding bush went quiet, and a voice boomed out from heaven. "You denied my existence for all these years and credit creation to a cosmic accident. Now in your time of need, you cry out for my help. Am I suddenly to count you as a believer?" "It would indeed be hypocritical to change my beliefs at this stage," said the man. "But maybe you could make the lion a Christian. That could resolve our dilemma." "Very well," said God. With that, everything returned to normal, and the lion unfroze, dropped to its knees, bowed its head and prayed, "Lord, for this food I'm about to receive, I am truly thankful." And this is a poem. It reminds me of when I went to the country as a school teacher and lived in the middle of nowhere where you couldn't see another sign of civilization. And but many of you would have started life with this type of kitchen too. It's called Kitchens by Mavis Johnson. We used to have a kitchen with a couch behind the door, a stove across the corner, and a rag rug on the floor. On the mantelpiece were canisters marked sugar, tea and flour, and a chiming clock that spoke to us every half an hour. A large wooden table with a cloth of red chenille, replaced with pure white damask for every evening meal. People used to visit us without an invitation. They would just call in without any hesitation. The kettle was always boiling, the teapot was always warm. Hot scones, jam and cream were accepted as the norm. We had no electric gadgets, we had no electricity, but we were in the country, miles from the nearest city. A rocker by the window, a footstool and a rug, and a bunch of cottage flowers in an old blue mug. There were lots of things we didn't have in that old kitchen, but one thing we always had was time to sit and listen. Now we have a kitchen full of labour-saving devices, toaster, griller, opener, and a thing that mixes, grates and slices. Now we have no mantelpiece, a clock hangs on the wall, and if there's a power strike, it doesn't work at all. There's no room for a table, it's a walk-in, back-out job. The stove only works when needed, no kettle on the hob. We have a microwave that cooks everything in about 5 seconds flat. We don't even wash the dishes, a machine attends to that. The freezer's full of frozen food that only needs reheating. And we've got packets of instant this and that. We've changed our way of eating. Everything in our kitchen is designed to save us time. Then why are we so busy We never have any time. I'll finish off with just a couple of words of wisdom from Helen Steiner Rice, favourite author of mine. Life is a mixture of sunshine and rain, laughter and pleasure, teardrops and pain. All days can't be bright, but it's certainly true there was never a cloud that the sun didn't shine through. So just keep on smiling, whate'er betide you, secure in the knowledge God is always beside you.
Thank you, Shirley, and I'm sure that a lot of people here in this building today will be able to relate to a lot of those things. Certainly the time factor. I can remember many, many years ago we were milking 2 times a day, and we lived out of town, of course, on a farm, and we had to go to town in a horse and sulky, but we had time to go and see our grandparents every week. Now, with all the modern comms, we just don't have time for anything. So what have we done? Where have we gone wrong? It's a strange world, all right? Yeah, so folks, we're now going to be again entertained and blessed by the beautiful voice of Max. Max is going to bring you a song. I'm sure that most of you will certainly know this one, Just a Closer Walk with Thee.
Well, thank you again, Trevor.
Thank you, Max. Now we have a segment of the program, and it's going to be brought to us by the Ramsden Beach Buddies. And of course they're from Ramsden Beach, believe it or not. And they're going to sing us a song called Gypsy Rover.
Gypsy rose came over that hill, down through the valley so shady. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwood rang, and he won the heart of the lady. She left her father's castle gate, she left her own true lover, she left her servants and her state to follow the gypsy rover. The father sat in his rusty seat, he roamed the valleys all over. He sought his daughter at great speed, the whistling gypsy rover. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. He came at last to a mansion fine, down by the river Glade. There was music and there was wine for the gypsy and his lady. It's no gypsy, my father, she cried, the Lord on his hands all over. I shall stay till my dying day with my whistling gypsy rover. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwood rang, and he won the heart of the lady.
Now again, for a change of pace, Hope is going to bring us a salute, and Let's Go Fly a Kite. And I think, if I remember rightly, that's from Mary Poppins, and certainly one of my favourite actresses would have to be Julie Andrews. But I'm sure that Hope is going to give it her best shot, and you, I know you will enjoy it.
Tuppence for paper and strings. You can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight. With your fist
So, our next item is Mike. And Mike is going to bring you a song entitled I Believe, and I'm sure that you also, many of you know this one. And it's the most beautiful song, and we'll have an unbelievable rendition from Mike. Thank you, mate.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, oh, see the sky, oh, see the sky, then I know why I believe.
Thank you, Mike. Well, folks, we move on to a third segment of our program today. And I won't say anymore. We're just going to move on to the next part of the program. So this part, we're visiting the Seekers. So, you know, there was 4 in the group, but we've got an extended group, but that's fine. But we don't have a Judith Darren, and we don't have the other guys playing the instruments, but we've got Shirley over here, and we've got these beautiful people up here. So, folks, we're going to entertain you with a few songs. The first one, of course, is Georgie Girl, World of Our Own, Morningtown Ride, Carnival is Over, and I'll Never Find Another You. So, folks, it's up to us.
Why do all the boys just pass you that no one else can share. All our sorrows will leave far behind us there, and I know you will find there'll be peace of mind when we live in a world of our own. And I know you will find there'll be peace of mind when we
Well, folks, that's almost it. We thank you for coming this morning, listening to us, and I thank the group here for bringing the presentation to you. But most of all, thank you, Shirley, for your wonderful ability to rattle those keys there each and every time for us. I truly believe, that we are so blessed to have people like Shirley, people like this group up here, to bring music. The wonderful world of music, to me it's the universal language of the world. But folks, thank you for coming. I would also like to extend my thanks to the ladies that were doing the door there this morning. But I also would like to extend my thanks to the ladies out in the kitchen and out the back there that are presenting you with a smoko very soon. So thank you, ladies. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you to Mark and Mari, our sound and our projectionist, I guess, the lady that's going to put us over the world, let alone over the moon. I'm on top of the world. So, folks, Mark is going to close now with a prayer, and then we're going to bring you our last song as we bid you farewell for today. But please stay, enjoy the cuppa, enjoy the fellowship, and enjoy each other's company. And we've got to enjoy this bloke, so you're welcome.
You have to.
Yes.
All right, we thank you, God, for this opportunity to come together in this place. I pray a blessing over everyone that's here. May we go from here full of peace and joy. And Lord, would you walk before us and come after us in everything that we do. Lord, make this complex life simple and fun. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, mate. Okay, folks, we will bring you this last, like a benediction, so then, smoko.